Hello, Coin Digger here. Well, it's pretty obvious, but I'm going to tell you what it is. Today we're going over the metal detecting gear that I use when I go out detecting. Most of this stuff I carry with me. There's a couple things I leave in the trunk or save it for special occasions, but we'll get into that. Well, let's get into it. The first thing is the detector. I am now using the Garrett AT Pro with the headphones that came with it. I got this off of Craigslist. Got a great deal on it. It was $4.50, and it was hardly used by the gentleman that I bought it off of. And it came with pretty much everything that it came with from Calico. A couple things are laid out here as you'll see in a minute. The detector I used to use before I used that one was this Bounty Hunter Quick Draw 2, which I also got off Craigslist. This one was only $50. It's a pretty good deal considering they go for $175 or more. It was a little dirty. I had to clean it up, but it didn't affect the function of it. So that works great as well. I had a third one. My first detector was Bounty Hunter Quick Silver. I gave that one to my father. So he can use that, and I use these headphones here with that detector with the headphone adapter. The only problem with those are they have a 16-foot cord, so I had to rubber band it, wind up all the extra cord, rubber band it, and then I used a rubber band around the actual detector to hold that bunch of extra wire underneath there. It was a hassle sometimes, but it worked. So I'm very happy with AT Pro. I only use pretty much the Pro mode in the coin mode. Then I change around the iron discrimination and stuff. But yeah, I don't use standard mode at all. It's pretty much not helpful at all. And I found some great coins with that and other relics, as you've seen in other videos. My pinpointer that I use is this Technics Exponent, which I have a video for as well. This is the third iteration, basically, second shell, but it's broken on me twice. The first time was a full replacement. Second time I sent it back, they just replaced the inside parts, the guts of it. But it works great now, as you can see. One thing to note is the light. The light's a lot different. It's more yellow this time after they replaced the guts. The first one I had, and after the first time they fixed it, the light was more white, but now it's a yellow light. So I don't know what part changed for that. And then here's the holder for that Technics. I usually don't use this. I just usually hold this in my hand along with the Lesh shovel, Lesh spade. I use this, and this is the second shovel I've been using. The first one was a Home Depot shovel. The one thing about the Home Depot shovel, it was straight. It had more of a serrated edge, so I could cut through roots a lot easier. This serrated edge on the Lesh doesn't really cut very well through roots. It's great for just the grass roots, but not for tree roots. So maybe one day I'll be able to sharpen those, but right now I'm unable to. So usually when I'm out detecting, I just walk around swinging the AT Pro in my right hand, and I just carry this with my left hand just like so. Usually turn off that Technics in between each find. If I'm in a hot area where there's a lot of hits, I usually leave it on, and I have to actually carry it further away from the Lesh because it'll start going off, but that's not really an issue. Moving on, this is my finds pouch. As you can see, there's a lot of ACU colored camouflage pattern things. A lot of this stuff, I am in the Army, and I do use this stuff. Some of it is issued, some of it I bought or whatnot. But this is actually a canteen pouch, minus the canteen, of course. And the lid I just shove in here. Usually I put the bigger stuff or the trash in the big pouch here. The coins and smaller good finds I put in here. It doesn't hold a whole lot, but I usually don't find a whole lot. I mean, that can hold a good amount of coins in that side. If I find any really good coins, I don't put it in the pouch at all. I either wrap it in a tissue and put it in my pocket, or just put it in a pocket where there's nothing else in the pocket so it doesn't get scratched. On this side, I have extra batteries. I have a 9-volt. Usually carry one extra 9-volt for the pinpointer, and then some extra batteries for the detector, the AT Pro. And then I have the belt as well. So I used to use a bigger pouch. It was just kind of big and bulky. I like this one just because it's a lot smaller. It's not as noticeable. And the belt I just usually put on like over around my waist, over my pants belt or whatever. And then the shirt, my sweatshirt just covers the belt, and then this just sticks out. It's more discreet, and it's not one big thing that's like flapping around on my leg when I walk like the previous one that I had. Alright, moving on. The other thing I use while detecting are these knee pads. These are a must for me. There's been times where I haven't used them just in certain areas because I don't want to have the visibility, like a lot of people like wondering what I'm doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious anyway, but I love these things. They save my knees, they save my pants from getting too dirty, and they just strap on pretty easy. They're not uncomfortable at all. They're kind of big. I guess there are smaller ones that you can find at Home Depot or Lowe's or any place like that are a little bit smaller, but these ones I got actually for free. I don't have to return these to the Army, by the way, but I do like these, and I'll continue using them. Moving on to the gloves. Now, these gloves here are pretty much shot right now, so they're going to be getting thrown away most likely here, either in a minute or later on. As you can see, they do wear out after a while. They usually last, a few months, 2 to 3 months, depending on use. But I only paid $1 for these at the Dollar Tree. They're just rubber coated gloves, basically. They're pretty good, especially in the summer. They're not overly hot. Now, when it's starting to get colder, I usually use an older pair of winter gloves. They're not too thick, but they're a lot warmer than these. But yeah, these gloves are great. I highly recommend them. Just try a pair. What do you have to lose? $1. So, and then over here we have this shovel. It's a pretty good shovel. It's that big. It was only $10. I usually only bring that shovel out when I'm in rural areas or where there's not a lot of people around. I usually don't take that to schools or local parks because it just makes people think I'm out there digging a big hole, I mean, it's not a very large shovel, but yeah, so I haven't used that actually in a few months. I usually just take my lesh out there, just cut a nice plug and just dig with that. It's a lot more discreet, and it's a lot less to carry around. It's not as heavy. Now, this knife I usually have in my pocket. You never know what you need it for. Cutting things or picking out dirt from artifacts or whatnot. Over here we have my flashlights. I have a headlamp right here. I haven't really detected in the dark, but you never know. It's going to get, it's getting dark a lot earlier now. If I decide to go out again and starts getting dusk out, maybe I'll use it, but I haven't yet. Over here we have a nice Surefire flashlight. It's a very, very bright flashlight, so I like this. Helps you see details on coins, seeing holes. It's kind of bulky right now. I have a mount on it for my rifle. I may take that mount off, which was another good idea. I was thinking about somehow mounting a Picatinny rail to the shaft of the AT Pro. But if I do decide to do that, I'll make a video of that in the future. It might be interesting, you know, where you can attach like a quick mount for a flashlight, GoPro, pretty much anything, even the pinpointer, whatever pinpointer you use. So that would be very interesting. Might be a good idea. So I'll hit you guys up if I do that in the future. This bag here came along with the AT Pro, along with that little knife. But the guy that I got it from, it was basically brand new. He had never used it. What I usually do with that is I leave it in the trunk. It's got usually extra batteries in it, whatever else, so stuff's not loose in my trunk rolling around and making a mess. That's pretty much all the gear. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like if you like the video. If you want to see more videos, I plan on doing more videos in the future. Hopefully in the next couple of days I'll do my research video, how I research locations and sites, and show you step by step how to do that. And possibly the Picatinny rail for the AT Pro. But thanks for watching. This is Coin Digger, and take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.